Here, it was just one term. So you had to multiply by 1. Now, here, it's not 1, there's x here. Can you see that? So it's x multiplied by inverse 10. So now you go straight to your priority list. There's 2 terms, it's multiplication. So you got x and then you got inverse 10 of x. So clearly inverse 10 of x is number 1 from your priority list. And then x, what number is x? Number 3. Right, so our f of x here, f of x is clearly inverse 10 of x. So therefore, g prime x will be x. So now f prime x, I gave you the formula yesterday, where you check your formula sheets. The derivative of inverse 10 of x will be 1, all divided by 1 plus x squared. Here, we need to integrate x, so that will be x squared over 2. Now, let's write down the formula. Right, so here my f of x is inverse 10, g of x is x squared over 2. You copy down the same thing here, so that is x squared over 2, and then your f prime x is 1 over 1 plus x squared. So we substitute. Let's see what we can simplify. So this you can leave it as it is, or you can just swap it. Doesn't make a difference, it's multiplication. So that's going to be x squared over 2 inverse 10 of x. What can I do here? There's only a small fraction that I can take out, which is 1 over 2. You can see that? So this is 1 over 2, and then we got x squared on the top, and then we have 1 plus x squared in the bottom. That's your dx. Now, yesterday's example, number 21, when we came to this stage, it was type B. This example, number 22, we ended up using type A. So now type A, B, C, and D deals with exact derivatives. Now, the derivative of x squared is not x squared. There is no exact derivative here. Can you see that? So, we have a fraction. There's no exact derivative, so it can never be type B. So we need to simplify this fraction even further. We need to divide here. So how do we divide? So 1 plus x squared, you write it as just x squared plus 1, and you are dividing it into x squared.